All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Gateway Raceway. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series head to Gateway Raceway tonight for race number 2 of the season. This egg-shaped oval is a challenging track. It's 120 laps, and it's going to be a blast, man. We got a big field, and it's the Buschwackers Series. It's a Friday night, and this is going to be wild. Hang on, boys and girls. Let's get this party started. Well, the Buschwackers Series heads to the Midwest. It's the Arch, it's St. Louis, it's Gateway Raceway, and it is TurnLeftTV. All right, hey, thank you so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here tonight, man. We got a good one for you. Little Gateway Raceway tonight here in the Buschwackers Series. Just under 9 minutes left to go in the practice session. Again, thanks for coming in. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, commentator, broadcaster here at TurnLeftTV. This is High Octane Racing League, and this is a great Friday night series we have here for you, the Buschwackers Series, Xfinity cars, and a lot of fun here in this stock car series. A lot of guys like this, and we got a huge field here tonight. Kicking off race number 2 of the season. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you want an rFactor 2 server for your league, or maybe you just want one to practice, please give EliteHostingUSA.com a look. That's who supplies our servers. Also, a website if you want to host your website, WordPress website, and your online store. EliteHostingUSA.com can provide you with that as well. No matter where you are in the world, EliteHostingUSA.com can provide you an rFactor 2 server, a website, and an online store. Give those guys a look. Thank you so much for coming in. Thanks so much for being here tonight, man. Peace to everybody out there in sim racing land here on YouTube. Thanks to all those folks who have subscribed. Please come out and watch the races each and every week. Share my videos with all your friends. On any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos, you're more than welcome to share my videos here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And there's a link up on the banner of the channel to make a donation through PayPal if you like the stuff. Please help me out. We got a big race coming up later this month later in September, about the second week of September. We're going to do a memorial race, and we'll have some prizes for the race, the drivers and so forth, to be able to raffle off, and that would help us out. So if you'd like to make a donation for that, please click on that link. Also, link down in the description of this race is over to the Fanatec website. Help me out there if you want to purchase something through them. Definitely use my link. Thank you so much for coming in. This is going to be a good one, man. I tell you what, the Buschwackers Series, very fun series, but also this track tonight, Gateway Raceway, is a blast. Paulo Chachalowski doing the conversion on that and really did a great job. We'll take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers Series. Gateway tonight. Next week we got Richmond Raceway, 125 laps of that great short track. Vegas headed your way on September the 9th. And then the Steve Freeze Memorial 250 from Charlotte this year. 167 laps there to honor high octane royalty that passed away in 2011, and we honor him by racing a 250 mile race each and every year. So September the 16th headed your way. That'll end the first half of the season. You see Lucas Oil Raceway, Phoenix, California, Bristol, and Talladega. Very diverse array of tracks there on the second half of that season. Coming up tomorrow night at 9 p.m., the King of the Oval Series will be back in action, this time with the stock cars at Texas Motor Speedway. Kicking off a 2-week stint at Texas. So race number 3 will be in the stock cars, and the following week, next week, will be at Texas in the Indy cars. So again, 7 tracks, 14 races, alternating mods, stock cars, then Indy cars. We'll take a look at the schedule in that series. The gray listed tracks are stock cars, and then the next week will be the red listed tracks, and those are Indy cars. So 2 weeks at each track, and we're going to crown the king of the ovals. Indy cars and stock cars. Got about 3.5 minutes left here in the qualification session. GT3 Series will be back in action at Circuit of the Americas on Sunday. Racing starts at 2:30 p.m. and that's coming up on August the 28th, 45-minute race in the GT3 Series. And back in action for a great little season here, man. I'll tell you, extending the races. We got Hockenheim, Malaysia. What a great track that is. Portugal. That's an interesting one, man. I haven't raced at that one, so that's an interesting. Oulton Park, my favorite road course of all time, Oulton Park International on September the 25th. I might actually get out of the broadcast booth and race that one. I love that track. Dubai, another great track to see VIR. And then Zandvoort to finish out the season there. So that kicks off on Sunday at Circuit of the Americas. And as of right now, we're going to be broadcasting that live to you here on TurnLeftTV. Let's take a look at the track here at Worldwide Technology Raceway, or we know it as Gateway Raceway, located in Madison, Illinois, just across the river from St. Louis, Missouri. As I've mentioned before when we've been on this track, I've been at this track many times. I was actually in the Air Force stationed out there very, very close to Madison, Illinois for 6 years. So saw quite a few races there. It's about 1.25 miles in length, a little over 2 kilometers, 4 turns, and you see it's an egg-shaped oval. Turns 1 and 2, the banking's 11 degrees, 3 and 4 at 9 degrees, and this is a fun track. Going to have to use that access road to come around for the pits, so you're going to be pitting going into turn 3. Got to be careful there not to get in the grass when you're on that access road, or that car is going to come around on you. But that's Worldwide Technology Raceway, or Gateway as we know it here in stock car land. Now, I know it shows this at night, but we're actually going to be racing a day race here. Just under a minute left to go. see Dennis Yudichin in the 47 car, one of our Ukrainian drivers coming out and running with us tonight. It's got to be like 4 o'clock in the morning there, but took a little time out and spending time with us. And what a great paint scheme he's got going on there. I really like that one. Please get that in the car set for him. Like Dennis, one of my best buddies here in sim racing. Great person. It's like we've ended the practice session. Kick. Take a look at Franco Alvarez as he wants to qualify early here. Go big or go home. The 83 car. Franco Alvarez out here to make his qualification attempt here in the 83 car. Definitely got to be one of those guys in the conversation for getting a victory here. He gets a lot of practice laps in. He knows he's got a great racing IQ. One of our Argentinian drivers. 31.079 is Alvarez's first lap. Good lap there laid down by him. Let's see if we got somebody who's got something for him. How about Alyssa Pelletier Sharp, who won last week's race at Daytona. Alyssa up the track there a little bit, making some contact with the outside wall. So that's going to scrub off some speed there for the 2X car. Alvarez still the top time. Oh, Simpner jumps up there with a 31.037. Lucas Simpner fast. Pelletier now 10th on the grid with the 31.675. Tim Lansbury here in the 82 car. Our New York drivers just outside of Watkins Glen. Tim's been racing with HORL for a long time here. Now 31.801 is Tim Lansbury, 9th on the grid there for him. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91. He likes to go out a little bit later. He wants to see what he's got to work to. 30.985 is the time to beat. Arteviev now the top of the grid. Here we go, 31.436. And it looks like Bardelli Jr.'s got some work to do on lap number 2. That second sector a little bit faster there for Bardelli Jr. this time. Let's see if he can make that third sector just as fast. Here we go. 31.122 moves up to 4th on the grid for Bardelli Jr. About Givaldo Spindle in the 68 car, 31.4 for his lap. He's currently 13th on the grid. Let's see what he's got for that second lap. Down to the inside. Looks like maybe that was his second lap. Looks like he's coming in here, so Iago Gomez finishing up his qualification attempt, I believe. So it looks like Vieira the top time, unless we got some other guys coming out. Other guys look like they may be starting in the back, so. So it looks like qualifications are not officially over. These guys are going to go through the drivers' meeting now. That'll give us a chance to have a little fun here with our promo. Thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Let's get it on. All right, hey, thanks so much for coming back and joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Keys to the races here tonight. The keys to the race here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Pit stops on point. You know, you got to use that access road. You got to enter 3 and use that access road to get on the pit lane. And if you go too fast, which is easy to do, that's a flat part of the track, you can get up into the grass to your right, and that will cause your car to spin out and potentially bring a caution flag out. So don't overdrive the thing. Make pit stops on point. Don't overdrive that thing, and that means getting on and off pit lane as well. Head on a swivel here tonight. Going to be around a lot of drivers, and tires are going to wear out, so that also means tire management, and things are going to get a little bit dicey. So head on a swivel and save those tires. Those are my 4 keys to the race. Pit stops on point. Don't overdrive this car tonight. Head on a swivel and manage those tires. And hopefully you'll have the keys to the winning strategy. Take home a victory here at Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway. So it looks like a qualification session has officially ended. We'll take a look at the session results here. Arthur Vieta with the top time. We'll start in P1 with 30.985. Lucas Simpner in the 21 car. How about that, man? Maybe switching up the strategy from Luca. Going up front. Looks like I just got booted here, so hold on. About that. Thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Getting logged back in here. Looked like after the thing switched over, lost a little connection there, so guys are getting connected. Several guys had gotten booted. It looks like kind of a strange little thing that happened. Have that happen too often. All right, looks like guys are getting hooked back up here. Man, I tell you what, this game sometimes is a piece of work. I think. Don't know if we'll have the session results now. Might as well wipe those out for us, but I think we do have some chatters in here. How about this? Jim Willis, Claudio Bardelli Jr., Jair Oliveira, Preston Hassel, Givaldo, of course, starting us off with the setting the drama here tonight. Who will emerge victorious at Gateway? Forehand, now I say, everyone, an excellent race to all. And he said, great transmission to our friend Jonathan. New season led with Alicia Pelletier Sharp. Tell you what, man, Givaldo's working his way up to broadcasting here. He's got the lowdown. But, hey, thanks to everybody for coming in and watching the race here tonight. Hopefully we get a good race here for you. Sure we do. Chris Hughes also joining us here in the chat session. Good to see Chris. Good to see a new driver here. Gordon Carter joining us here tonight for the first time. Going to be in the 3X car. His first race out. Ricky Emerson joining us out here tonight too, in that 5 car, so good to see him out in Toyota here tonight. PlayStation sponsored machine. Greg Bearzon will be in that 60 car tonight. The Magpul Dynamics sponsored number 60. Art Vieta into 4, last season's champion. He'll be one of those guys in the conversation, definitely, to win this race. Franco Alvarez in the 83, the Tire Pro sponsored Chevy Camaro. Always a strong contender. Got Preston Hassel in the 27 car too, that Ford Mustang in the conversation, I think, too, as far as winning this race. It feels a little bit more comfortable maybe in those Saturday Night Thunder cars, but this one, good one here for him tonight too. Keep your eye on that 27 car. are going to extend warm up just a little bit. Let some of the guys finish getting back into the server. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow in the Saturday Night Thunder night, we're actually running the King of the Ovals series. And we'll be at Texas Motor Speedway in the stock cars, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The following week, next week, we'll be at Texas in the Indy cars. That's right, 7 tracks, 14 races, alternating stock cars and Indy cars. And tomorrow will be the Texas Motor Speedway race in the stock cars, and you should be able to catch that live right here on TurnLeftTV. in a little bit of a holding pattern here right now, waiting for some guys to get back in. Thanks for being patient here tonight. You know, anybody knows anything about rFactor 2 knows this stuff happens from time to time, so appreciate your patience. You can look at the Jair Oliveira coming around in that access road to give you an idea of what these guys are going to have to do here tonight to come off pit lane. Let's take a look at the season standings coming in tonight. Alyssa Pelletier got a big win. And last week, and got the points lead here. And Claudio Bardelli Jr. second, Franco Alvarez third, Sean Jacobs fourth in points, Uvaldo Spindler fifth. See Chris Hughes, Dennis Uderchin, Paul Brown, Lucas Simpner, and Art Guerra 10th. Rounding out the top 10 in points. Jim Willis, Todd Robillard, Danilo Coelho, Preston Hassel, Stanislav Pavlov, their top 15. William Thiago, Jesus Iglesias, Thiago Gomez, Gavin Jones, and Ed Palumbo, the top 20 after race number 1. just restart and warm up here one more time to give us one of the drivers one more opportunity to get back in here, and we'll get this going. So I apologize for that. Going through here looking at the cars right now, so sometimes this little look at the paint schemes and .23 drivers here, expecting another driver to come in and give us a 24th driver here tonight. Zip through these drivers. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's Gateway Raceway tonight. And hopefully we can, we'll have to go through the starting order the old-fashioned way, I guess. Well, this is going to be a fun one here tonight, I think. Looks like we got our standings working now, so that's good news. The starting order here tonight. Archie starts in P1. Turn off that other widget. There we go. Siffer, Alvarez, Bardelli, Paul Brown. You see Dana Grover in 6, Preston Hassel 7, Todd Robillard starts in the 8th position. Starting in 9th will be Craig Marizon, Tiago Gomez 10th, Ricky Emerson starts in the 11th position, Tim Lansbury starts in 12th. Starting in the 13th position will be Givaldo Spindola, Sean Jacobs starts 14th, Alyssa Pelletier starts 15th, Gavin Jones 16th in the 38 car. Starting in the 17th position will be Dennis Udichin. Paulo Chachalowski starts 18th. Jair Oliveira 19th. Williams Thiago starts in the 20th position. Starting in 21st will be Jim Willis. Jesus Iglesias starts 22nd. John Stanley 23rd. And Gordon Carter starts in the 24th position. Another lap here. I rushed through that. We got 2 laps. You got to be kidding me. Now, I did a new tower layout. That's my backup layout, Will D. We had some little problems. Somebody getting booted. It kind of messes some things up a little bit. All right, this is going to be a good one. Thanks so much for being patient here tonight. And keep our fingers crossed here for a good, clean start. $120 laps here from Gateway Raceway here live on TurnLeftTV. 24 drivers. We've all got our fingers crossed. I know Will D's got his fingers, his toes. Crossed here for us. That man, the 21 car starting in P2 tonight. How about that? Qualifying, not starting in the back. Here we go. Pace car off, and we're going to get her going. Archvita will lead the field to take the green flag here at Gateway.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Here we go. Well, the Semper to the outside. Right now, bottled up there, so hopefully everybody keeps in their lanes. You can't be dicing around here in these lanes. Hold your lane here, and we'll be all right. Lucas Semper takes the lead. Is he going to lead lap 1? Archvita wants that spot back. He's down to the inside, battling off the turn. Who's going to lead that lap? And that's going to be the 21 car. Lucas Semper leads lap 1. The 4 car wants to get that spot back. He's down on the inside. Battle for the race lead. The 4 going to get by. The Semper's got his lap led. He's to the outside. On board here with him as Vieta now inches back ahead. We got a caution flag here. We'll take a look and see what happened here. So guys get a little aggressive here early on. They got to simmer down. Look and see what happened here. Looks like Udichin got out of the gas there a little bit, and it looks like the 17 got into him. He's in the wall. But looks like Dennis had gotten down onto that apron a little bit and drifted up the track, and boy, these guys just slammed into the back of him. He was off the pace. Looked like maybe the 17 car might have drifted up there into him. On board here with you see Udichin off the pace, and the 17 just gets into the gas, keeps in the gas there, gets into him. And those guys collect some other cars there. It looks like Iglesias might have gotten caught in that as well. We'll take a look at Jesus Iglesias' machine. At that unfolding right there, and you see, the 38 comes across. He had nowhere to go as well. Iglesias getting that straightened back up, but he's going to have some damage as well. So, guys, got to take it easy here. We got some guys coming down pit lane here, I believe. Maybe Simpfer's on pit lane. Jacobs on pit lane. He might have a little bit of damage he's getting repaired. Gavin Jones on pit lane as well. Jones in the 38 car. He's going to have probably a pretty hefty amount of damage on that one. We'll take a look at Gavin Jones as he makes his pit stop here in that 38. So go maybe getting a one to go this time by, I believe. All right, I believe we're going to go green this time by. We'll see here as 4-car is the leader. It's like Claudio Bardelli Jr. up to the 2nd position. Franco Alvarez 3rd. Dana Grover 4th. Paul Brown is up to the 5th position. Right, looks like maybe Vieira might be taking the outside on this restart. Let's see what he chooses. And he's chosen the outside. That's going to put Bardelli Jr. in the 91 on the inside line. Alvarez will start 3rd. Grover will start in the 4th position. Paul Brown 5th. Robillard starts in P6. All right, man, I tell you, hopefully these guys exercise a little patience here. Nobody wants to ride or run under caution. On cold tires here, not the time really to get overly aggressive.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, here we go, back to green. At 83, Alvarez jumps up into the second position behind Arthur Vieta, and there's some contact there. It looks like Gavin Jones in the wall. Gavin Jones, Dana Grover is up in the wall. He got hit from behind pretty hard, it looks like. He is off the pace. He's off the pace a little bit. Dana Grover back to the 13th position. Wow, we got a new race leader. Grover hard into the wall. And we'll go back here and look at this restart. Take a look at Dana Grover and see what happened to him. And somebody hit him in the back end. It looked like maybe the 90 might have made contact with him on that restart. Dana Grover got a ton of damage, I believe. As we watch this replay again, as the 90 might have gotten into the back of it. So this 89 car, fireball flash machine. It looked like there might have been some contact there. Oh, he got hit in the back end too. The 90 got slammed. And then right here, contact there, Dana into the wall. Keeps the car pointed in the right direction though, but he's got some ton of damage and he's going to be on pit lane. And we got the 4 car back to the race lead. Bardelli Jr. led a little lap there, led a few laps, and now the 4 car back to the race lead. And it looks like Paul Brown has worked his way to the 3rd position. Guys letting a little heat get into these tires. Single file, starting to figure it out. They don't want to run around under caution here. Arthur Vieta, the leader. Bardelli Jr. second. Paul Brown in third. Franco Alvarez is in fourth. How about this 27 car running in P5? Just behind him, looks like we got a 90 car. Also, looks like Ricky Emerson running in the 7th position. The 90 going down the low side here. We got a good battle here between the 27 and the 90. Little Mustang versus Camaro action. Mustang going to win out on that one. But the Camaro of the 90 of Todd Robler, that Freightliner sponsor machine, he's got Ricky Emerson behind him now, looking out of the back of Preston Hassell's machine. Emerson going to the high line. We got a Thiago Gomez might have been sideways. Actually, that's a 2X car. Who's in that 2X? Looks like Alyssa Pelletier was sideways. That car almost in the grass. Pelletier is definitely loose. There's something going on with that 2X car. Probably need to come down pit lane and maybe get some service done, but there is something definitely going on with the 2X of Jessica Pelletier. Alyssa Pelletier. 22 car also off track. We'll see what happened to him. Take a look at the 22. He might have gotten hit right there. The 22 got hit by the 38, and he does a great job getting through the grass, but getting back up on track and keeping that thing out of the 38. Great job, Jesus Iglesias. Wow. Look at this, the 83 car down to the inside, battling Claudio Bardelli Jr. 83, Franco Alvarez going to get by. Bardelli Jr. now takes over P3. Franco Alvarez gets in the wall there, coming off the turn though. Alvarez in P2. Jim Willis now battling Dana Grover. Willis in the 53 car down to the inside, trying to get her out in that 89. The 89 dealing with a little bit of damage now, and that 53 picks up a spot, now up to the 23rd position. Sean Jacobs in the 24 car, this Western Auto sponsor machine, down below the 38. Sean Jacobs side by side with the 38 car. A couple Camaros here are beating it out here. And it looks like the 24 gets around, takes over the 17th position. up front here. It looks like the 27 and the 91 battling it up. 27, Preston Hassel to the inside. Getting around that 91. Todd Robillard going to try to sneak through. The 91 slams the door there on the 90. Look at this. Franco Alvarez battling for the race lead. The 83 car down to the inside of Archie Vieira. The battle for the South American Kingdom. Who rules South America? Right now it's the Argentinian. 83 Tire Pros sponsored machine. Williams Tiago here in the 87 car. Oh, there's contact right there. Contact. Tiago holds on to that thing, but it looked like the 2X had gotten down below Williams Tiago. Take a look and see what happened here. Into the turn, the 2X dives down to the inside, I believe, right there, and gets into the 87, but the second hit keeps that 87 straight. Iago Gomez here in the 9X machine. I don't know what happened to Tiago. Tiago might have lost the connection. Tiago might have lost his connection there. That is unfortunate for Tiago. '83 continuing to lead as the Ford car running in second. Paul Brown is in third. This does look like Gomez might have lost his connection. Get a yellow flag here. Take a look and see what happened. Looks like Jessica had, or Alyssa had gotten into right here, and yes, sideways, and then into the back end. Really, she's been having some issues here all night long with the this car really getting into brake bias issues. It looks like the 2X might be done here tonight. So second caution. Second caution flag here on lap 23, and it'll be kind of curious to see who comes down pit lane. I think we're going to have pretty much everybody here once the pit's open come down pit lane. Looks like the 83 going to come down pit lane, followed by the 4, the 77, and the 27. Rounding at the top 5 is that 91, all coming down pit lane. Looks like watching Franco Alvarez here and Paul Brown make their pit stops. So the 83 and the 77 pitting. See how this works out. Looks like the 4 also on pit lane. A lot of our front runners here on pit lane. We get a couple drivers up there that want to lead a lap. That to Alvarez out ahead of the 4 car. Franco Alvarez gets out. Paul Brown still in that pit lane right there. Gets around the 91. So Paul Brown off pit lane.
Pit road will be open this time.
And indicating that he might have gotten caught speeding, so he might be coming back down pit lane and starting at the tail end of the field. That is not a place you want to be. Lucas Simpler is shown as the race leader in the 21 car. Luca, I would suggest you're probably going to come down pit lane. Don't forget, the king of the ovals tomorrow. The Texas Motor Speedway race in the stock cars, and then the next week will be in the Indy cars for race number 4. So tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be in the stock cars, the King of the Oval series, a 14-race series, 7 tracks, alternating weeks from stock cars to Indy cars. That'll be coming up live tomorrow. GT3 series will be back in action on Sunday. 45-minute race, kicking off a brand new season. Circuit of the Americas. Starting at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is race time. And that's a GT3 series, high octane racing league style. And hopefully we'll keep your fingers crossed. We'll be able to broadcast that live here on TurnLeftTV. We'll be turning left and right on a Sunday afternoon. So we'll be kind of curious to see if the 21 does stay out. Looks like, I mean, for the most part, I think that's the plan for him. I think he would have pitted this time if he was going to come down pit lane. So Lucas Simpler is the leader in the 21 car. Franco Alvarez shown in the 2nd position. We're mixing it up a little bit up front here. All right, here we go back to grade now as the pace car coming off. '21 will lead the field to take the green flag up on the outside line. Franco Alvarez is in 2nd. See the 94, Paulo Chachalowski's up to the 5th position. In the back of the 5 car right there just before they start, so maybe sending him a little message. Wants to get around. Here we go, back to green. Let's keep our fingers crossed here. Crunch them back up. You got some cold tires. Things happen. On board here with the 21. Simpler now dipping back to the 2nd position as the 83 gets by Lucas Simpler up at the outside line. It looks like Ricky Emerson on the inside battling him. Got to alternate that camera view there. 5, Ricky Emerson taking over P2. It looks like side-by-side racing. Maybe they haven't gotten that figured out. Archie Vieta, he's got a ringside seat for this. On board here with Vieta, he's running in P5 or P4. He's down to the inside trying to get by Luca Simpner. This guy's on fresher tires. Luca putting up a good fight. Side-by-side racing there with the 21 and the 4. There's Preston Hassel. He's in that 27 car running in the 8th position. I think Barazon just in front of him. Barazon's up to P7 in the 60. That cool dynamic sponsor machine. Paulo Chapchalowski running in the 6th position in the 94. Old papyrus paint scheme. Throw back to the old Pappy days. And we got a good side-by-side battle there as the 91 gets around the 21. Chapchalowski will go try to sneak through. John Stanley in this 12 car to the outside of the 53. John Stanley in that Stanley Tool Sponsor Ford picking up a spot. He's now up to the 14th position. Jim Willis back to 15. Paul Brown trying to make some catch up here. He's going to try to take over that 15th position. He's down to the inside of the 53. He gets by as Williams Tiago tries to follow him through. Williams Tiago now up to 16th as Paul Brown continuing to make some moves here. Brown in the 77 trying to get by John Stanley. John Stanley up on the outside line as Paul Brown on the inside battling him. Now the front stretch. Williams Tiago in this mix. He's going to try to follow Paul Brown through. We'll take a look here. It looks like under yellow. Like maybe the 3X might be involved. Gordon Carter. Some contact there. It looks like the 22 had gotten off the beaten path right there. They got that straightened up, but these guys rolling up pretty fast. Didn't see anything there. If that brought out the caution flag or not, those guys were off track. That might be a separate incident here. We'll take a look. The 3X. He gets a little bit loose right there. Oh, the front end of that car starts wobbling. Oh, and he's into the outside wall. The 3X in his first race out. Get used to these cars here. This is a tough track, too. Is he trying to hang on to this thing, and that thing just gets away from him in the 3X car. No caution flag here, just a self-spin, it looks like. Saturday night, again, King of the Ovals coming up tomorrow at Texas Motor Speedway. The stock cars. Indy cars will be next week in the King of the Oval series. Then we'll be at California for 2 weeks, followed by Richmond, Iowa, Phoenix, and Indy. A great little series here. 14 races, 7 tracks, and 2 mods. How about that? Stock cars and Indies. We're going to Indy cars, and we're going to crown the champion, King of the Oval series. High Octane Racing League GT3 series will be back in action. Circuit of the Americas on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this will be a great one. 45-minute races, little sprint races, and expect a pretty decent-sized field. This is a challenging track, but a lot of guys really like Circuit of the Americas. And hopefully we'll be able to broadcast that to you live right here on TurnLeftTV. All right.
It'll be 1 to go this time by.
All right, here we go. Looks like Ricky Emerson to the inside, Franco Alvarez to the outside line. Hopefully we'll get these guys figured out. So Alvarez, Emerson, Chachalowski, Vieira, Robillard, Hassel. And Ricky Emerson up front here tonight at PlayStation sponsor machine. So another one of those guys you want to keep your eye on. When he's fast, he is almost unbeatable.
Green flag, go, go,
Does
go.
not make mistakes. So here we go, back to green. Brent Owen in a chat session tonight. Rooting on Paulo Chachalowski. So hopefully these guys, there's a little contact back there. Looks like Marizon and Jesus Iglesias might have made some contact. Caution there. Like Udichin might have had some trouble. Look and see here. Udichin might have gotten up into the wall. It looks like, yeah, he made some contact with the wall there and came back across the track and got into the 12 car. So, just a little bit too much one of these cold tires gets up out of the groove into the marbles and makes contact with the wall there, comes back across the track and gets that. Well, it wasn't anything I think he did on purpose. It was just a consequence of smacking the wall. The 12 car might have gotten a little bit of damage on that one as well. We're here on board here with the 12, John Stanley. He's going to get tagged right there, and he smacks the wall. A hard lick there for him, as he was just trying to get through. Right here, comes across and smacks that 12 into the wall. So it looks like these guys are going to do single file restart on this one. 80 laps to go. Getting things figured out. Brent Owen joining us in the chat session. How about that? And he says, go Cha-Cha. How about go Heath Johnson? My gosh. Oh, gosh, man. Where's the love? Good to see Brent Owen out here tonight. Got one car out of the race. Looks like Thiago Gomez 2 laps down. He had lost his connection, so don't know if he's gotten one lucky dog there to get back. Dennis Hughes and John Stanley both on pit lane here. You see how it's going to go start single file. Can't figure that double file stuff out. That's something we started this year. Hey, Will D says go Heath Johnson. There we go. There we go. Brownie points for Will D. Congratulations to, Dr. Dunbar. How about that? William Dunbar just earned his PhD and is now officially Dr. Dunbar. So congratulations to him. A well-deserved, long, hard battle there to get that done, and smooth sailing ahead for Will D. So single file restart here. Hopefully these guys will behave themselves. Guys need to close it up there a little bit, looks like. Tighten it up just a little bit. I mean, how many race leagues have a senior software engineer, a doctor, as their tech guy? of our great admins here. And, you know, Will was racing with us way back in the day when he was like a 15-year-old, and now he's back. I think he's like, you know, like 45 now or something. I'm not even sure. In his early 30s, early to mid 30s now, so mid 30s, I guess. And it really helps us out a great deal, and you know, it was a blessing really to at the right time to be able to get back in touch with Will and get this thing rolling. We certainly wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for Will Dunbar and all the help he gave us and continues to give. All right, here we're going green, I believe, this time by, and we are single file. Let's see if we can't clean it up here a little bit. Really not that hard. You got to be really careful here as not to overdrive it. You're going to get into that outside wall, and you know, that could cause some problems. I haven't seen too many other issues of really aggressive stuff. I've not seen super aggressive stuff, so it's just been some mistakes there getting into the wall. Pace car is coming off the track this time by. Here we go. The 5 car of Ricky Emerson will lead the field to take the green flag.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, back to green. Got a helicopter. All right, Ricky Emerson, the leader. Franco Alvarez is in second. Got that a little bit cleaned up. I think we had a little bit of gap there in the back. Alvarez down to the inside, challenging the race leader. Franco Alvarez to the race lead. It looks like he's might have gotten around. I don't like that camera angle at all. Got to talk to Paulo about getting rid of that camera angle. No sense in filming a blank track. Look at Jim Willis here, battling Givaldo. Willis running in the 13th position. Givaldo running in P12. On board here with Jim Willis coming down the backstretch. Behind him, Sean Jacobs running in the 14th spot. Getting that cleaned up a little bit. John Stanley running in P21 in the 12 car. Looks like the 2X coming down pit lane. Gordon Carter, not sure what's going on with Gordon Carter in the 3X. Take that back. He's coming down pit lane, maybe trying to get some service done to this machine. Gordon Carter, unscheduled pit stop. 83 of Franco Alvarez is the leader. Got a battle here between Jair Oliveira, and it looks like maybe Gavin Jones has gotten loose. Right there, Gavin Jones up into the wall. And Jair Oliveira gets by, so something's going on with Gavin Jones. He is off the pace. Let's see what happened to him. He got loose there. He was loose, tried to catch this car, and then up into the wall. He keeps it out at the wall, actually. But he loses a couple positions. What a heck of a way to save that machine. Great job to the 38 car, Hooters sponsored machine. That car out of the wall. Preston Hassel up to the 4th position. Todd Robillard just behind him in the 90. Preston Hassel now working on Art de Vera. See, Art de Vera to try to get around Ricky Emerson up there. Jesus Iglesias in the 22 car. He's trying to get by. It looks like Craig Marizon. Marizon running behind Claudio Bardelli Jr. Jesus is running in the 10th position. The top 10 run here for him. Looks like Paul Brown trying to get by and take over that 10th position. Paul Brown in the 77 trying to get through. A lot of race to go here. Good chance here to exercise a little bit of patience. These guys are now side by side just ahead of Paul Brown. He's taking a look at Craig Marizon and the 22, that Orange Crush sponsor machine. Also the 82, Tim Lansbury. There we go. It looks like Ricky Emerson falling back a little bit. John Stanley here trying to get around Dennis Unichin. 12 of John Stanley in that 47. Dennis Unichin battling it out. Looks like 12 gets by, takes over P20. Franco Alvarez continuing to lead. That 3X car coming out, back out on track. His first race out. The 3X, Gordon Carter back out. He's running in P22. Jesus Iglesias and Tim Lansbury side by side. Iglesias to the inside. The 82 Tim Lansbury up on the outside line. Looks like that 22 gets by. 82 now falls back to the 10th position. Paul Brown trying to get by Givaldo Spindola. Spindola might have gotten into the wall as Paul Brown, that 77. Going to get by? Yes, he does. He gets by the 68 car. The 68 trying to get back by. Oh, man, he almost got in the back of that 77 car. 24, Sean Jacobs going to try to sneak through. Sean Jacobs now up to the 12th position, and Givaldo falls back to 13th. Holy smokes. Side by side here is the 77 and the 82 now battling it out. Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Williams Thiago battling it out. Good side-by-side battle here between the two of these guys. 91 and the 87. That 87 number or mobile sponsor machine now losing a position to the 91. Great battle here. Lucas Hefner trying to get some positions back. He's in the 18th position, taking over P17. Get around Gavin Jones, I believe. Gavin Jones going to tuck in, so Lucas Hefner now up to the 17th position. Gavin Jones falls back to 18. Gavin Jones has had a pretty eventful night here so far. Take a look at Todd Roblard here in the 90 car. He is running in the 5th position. Pretty solid here for him tonight. Running in P5. Gelly Jr. running in the 6th position. This 90 car, this Freightliner sponsor machine, going to have a good night. One of our Rhode Island drivers. Get a yellow flag here. Maybe Dana Grover might have come around. Dana Grover might be off the pace in the 89. Not sure. Definitely got some information that Dana Grover has come around. Look here. Oh, there's contact right there. Looks like the 17 might have gotten into the back of the 89. The 89 is into the wall. Looked like maybe the 17 might have gotten into the back of the 89 car. Take a look at that 17 car. That is Jair Oliveira. Givaldo's up on the high side. And right there, looks like the 17 got into the back of that 89. Right here, 17 making contact with the 89, and the 89 into the inside wall. Enough right there for the 89 car. Well, Franco Alvarez is the leader. Ricky Emerson in second. Vieta third. Preston Hassel fourth. Todd Robillard is in fifth. Gavin Jones looks like he has retired his machine. He said this car is so hard to handle, and he just can't make it happen. So the 38 retiring his machine. That's unfortunate there. He is now out of the race. It looks like Franco Alvarez finishing up his pit stop. I think the race leader now is Lucas Simpner in the 21. 9X up there in second on the in line, but I think Franco Alvarez actually, the 9X is up there, I believe. Yeah, the 9X, that's Thiago trying to get another lap back maybe. And hopefully Luca to pit so the 9X might be able to get around. Get that wave around maybe. Well, thanks to Will. He says, go HORL, woohoo, Heath Johnson. Thanks for the leadership. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. About halfway now. We have 24 drivers joining us here today. Take a look at the schedule. Next week we'll be at Richmond Raceway, 125 laps. That'll be a great one. Short track action at Richmond. Maybe a night race, huh? Las Vegas Motor Speedway coming up on September the 9th, and then 16th of September we'll be at Charlotte for the Steve Freeze Memorial 250 annual race to honor Steve Freeze, who passed away in 2011. High Octane Racing League royalty there, a guy who meant so much to us. The guys who have been around HORL for a long time, and Steve Freeze really set the example for us and got us really fired up and help us cut our teeth in sim racing at High Octane Racing League. I remember when I joined, we were just running pickup races, and Steve Freeze was so helpful and helping us with settings and getting to know the guys and so forth. And we do this race every year in honor of him. Steve Freeze Memorial 250 coming up on September the 16th. We're getting one to go here, it looks like, as we do another single file restart. Franco Alvarez going to start in the second position. Ricky Emerson third. RJ Vieta fourth. Preston Hassel is fifth. Not a bad little run there that time, as we just had that it looks like we had a pretty good little run. right, here we go. Single file restart here on this one. Well, these guys can behave themselves.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, the 21 will lead the field to take the green flag this time by. This guy's going to stay in line all the way around that turn one. And start racing it out, sort of get things settled out just a little bit. Give these guys some room to breathe. Guys have a habit, I think. Look at that as Alvarez goes down to the inside. So I think guys get a little habit, I think, of on those colder tires. They want to really be aggressive and change lanes. And, they don't realize that actually causes some guys to check up and take some evasive moves. So there's a domino effect on that. And that can create some problems. Look at that 21 car to the outside as Franco Alvarez gets by. 5 car now trying to battle Lucas Hempner. This is for the second position. Into the 5, Ricky Emerson got the 4 just behind him. That's Arthur Vieira. Vieira and Ricky Emerson down on that bottom line, trying to get around the 21 of Lucas Hempner. Hempner, one of our Canadian drivers, one of our young guns at 21. Running now in the 4th position is Arthur Vieira, makes that pass. Heath Iglesias to the inside. He got pretty squirrely coming off the turn in that 22 car. He's running in the 9th position just behind Todd Robillard. Robillard up there in P8. And we got a mess of cars led by Paul Brown in the 77. Actually looks like the 27 with Preston Hassel leading that charge as the 21 to the outside. Looks like Preston Hassel in that 27. He gets down on the bottom side. He gets by. That's going to leave the door open on the for the 77 to get by, baby. On board here with the 77. He's getting by that 21 car. Looks like that 27 may going to go down to this bottom line. Not sure, as a 77 trying to follow that 27 through and get by this 21 car. Looks like Robillard may have come around. Take a look and see what happened here as Todd Robillard indicating he might have come around here. There's contact right there. Maybe gets into the back of. Oh! Hard lick for the 90. My gosh, that was a hard lick. That car hit hard. I think he got into the back of Craig Berzon. Right here, gets into the back of Craig, it looks like. And the car comes around and into the wall right there for the 90. That was a hard lick there. Board here with Jesus Iglesias. You see the 90 just gets down to that inside and then up into the wall. So back up here to live. Looked like the car just kind of got a little front heavy there. The back end got loose as he tried to check up going into the turn and almost got into the back of the 60 car. And that thing snapped around on him, and I mean, that was a hard lick for him. Don't forget that GT3 series headed your way starting on Sunday, the first race of the season on August the 28th. 45-minute race from Circuit of the Americas. Will Dunbar going to be leading up that charge, heading up that GT3 series. Great series on a Sunday afternoon here in the United States. You do this for a friendly Euro times. Guys can come out from Europe and parts of Asia to come out and join us and race at a decent hour for them. 45-minute race headed your way. Circuit of the America beginning a great season. Look at this, man. The tracks on that circuit are this season. Hockenheim, Malaysia, Portugal. That is a big question mark for me. I don't think I've ever ran that track, but this will be a good one, I believe. Oulton Park, my favorite road course on the schedule. Dubai GP, night race, VIR, and Zandvoort. Very, very good mix of road courses headed your way for season number 2 in the High Octane Racing League GT3 series. Of course, we've been talking about this King of the Ovals series. We'll take a look at this schedule in next week, or it will be at Texas in the Indy cars, but tomorrow we'll be at Texas in the stock cars. Following that, on September 10th and 17th, we'll be at California Speedway, stock car, Indy car. Then Richmond, September 24th, October 1st. Iowa coming up on October the 8th, October the 15th. Again, doing stock cars first, then Indy cars. Phoenix on October the 22nd, the day before my birthday. Phoenix coming up on the 29th of October. Well, and then finishing out the season in 2 weeks there at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So King of the Ovals series, and that's a Saturday night series. Racing starts at 9 p.m., about 9:15 or so. Qualifications will start at 9 p.m., practice at 8. And we'll take a look at the season standings here in the Buschwacker series coming in after race number 1. Alyssa Pelletier is out of the race tonight, but got a big win last week at Daytona. Claudio Bardelli Jr. second in points. See Franco Alvarez third. Sean Jacobs is fourth. Givaldo fifth in points. Chris Hughes, Dennis Udich, and Paul Brown, Lucas Simpler, and Arthur Vieta rounding out the top 10 in points here in the Buschwacker series. A little bit of implication here, points implication. If you take a big hit tonight, don't have a good finish, you get a big field, 24 drivers out, and could have a some championship implications.
It'll be one to go this time by.
So get ready to go back green, I believe. 70 laps in. Franco Alvarez is the leader. Ricky Emerson starts in second. Preston Hassel will start in the third position. This camera angle right here is pretty much worthless. Films too much of the blank track. We want to see some racing. Got to get Paulo to work on some cameras there, or his team there, Team Cha-Cha. Here we go, back to green. Franco Alvarez, the leader, is the 5. Ricky Emerson down in that second position, down on that bottom line, now drifting up high. Oh, this 27 almost gets into the back of the 5. Now racing down that backstretch as the 5 challenging that 83. Ricky Emerson wants to get that PlayStation-sponsored Toyota in victory lane. Claudio Bardelli Jr. and The 53 of Jim Willis battling it out. Bardelli Jr. to the high line. Got a yellow flag here as these guys did not get it figured out here, it looks like. Bardelli Jr. actually might have come around. Take a look. John Stanley's come around, looks like. It looked like Chachalowski and John Stanley get together. Chachalowski might have come across the nose of the 12. And then Dana Grover in this mix. Looks like the 91 and the 53 involved. Also the 24 gets hit by the 3X. The 90 comes around. So there's a big mess there. It looked like Chachalowski might have gotten into, right here, it comes down the track. And it gets into the 12, looks like. It chops the front of that 12 car off. Board here with John Stanley. Watch this. So he's going to see a whole heck of a lot of the 94. Just had nowhere to go there. And John Stanley coming around. He might end up getting hit again. One more here with Todd Robillard. This is going to be a mess up here for him. He might get involved in this. So he's back here starting in the back. And he comes around just trying to save this thing. Doesn't hit anything. That's good news for him. Jim Willis had a pretty significant crunch there for him. On board here with Jim Willis. There's contact. Looks like Chachalowski has retired his machine. He's in the chat session right now. 83, Franco Alvarez is the leader. Franco Alvarez in the 83 is the leader here. It's 5, Ricky Emerson in second. Take a look at Tim Lansbury in the 82, running in the 11th position. Showing some pictures today of doing some like stained glass artwork, you know, lampshades, and I don't remember what the other thing was, but man, it's pretty amazing. He and his wife kind of gotten into that, and it's pretty amazing the jobs that they done on that stuff.
to go this time by.
All right, at 83. Let's see. He's got a lot of laps up, leading a lot of laps up front here. Looks like Emerson second, Hassel third. Preston Hassel just keeps plugging away here tonight in this 27 car AMD sponsor machine. Just keeps plugging away. Jesus Iglesias is in fourth. Well, here we go. Preston Hassel going to start in that third position. Here we go, back to green. We can't keep her for a few laps. Guys get her figured out. I guess they forget sometimes they're on cold tires in the middle of the race on these restarts. Ricky Emerson got sideways coming off the turn right there. Ricky Emerson absolutely got sideways. The track's rubbered in a little bit, going to get a little loose. Take a look at Sean Jacobs running in the 11th position. Off the turn, he's got John Stanley just behind him in P12. He's 24 Western Auto sponsor machine. With that 17 car way up the track just ahead, and Sean Jacobs closing the gap. Jair Oliveira in the 10th position. He got way up the track. Jesus Iglesias here in this 22, wanting to get around that 27. So this Orange Crush sponsor machine, he is trying to get by Preston Hassel. Iglesias gets that back in, a little squirrely. That is loose. He's down to the inside on that apron. Holds on to that thing. He's going to lose a position as the 4 car gets by. Jesus holding on to that, man. He went for a ride. That all started where he got a little bit loose. Is that now the 90 to the inside. The 90 trying to get by the 22. So that Orange Crush sponsor machine, he has probably got some boogered up tires now. That thing is sideways again. Trying to go. Oh, the 90 gets into him. Do we have a caution flag? No caution flag on that one. That was a parking lot. Iglesias got sideways and Robillard got into it. Had nowhere to go on that one, and no caution flag. Now these guys trying to get it figured out as the 24 trying to get by that 22. 89, Dana Grover trying to get by. My heavens. '77 now get by. This 27 is probably going to come down to get some tires. That car is absolutely loose on him. Take a look here and see what happens. See the 22 right there sideways as Robillard had nowhere to go. Gets into him. Look at this. They didn't come all the way around. The 77 got in that too as well. Paul Brown, look at this. Paul Brown is, that's the 22. We got a yellow flag. Looked like Bardelli Jr. might have come around here. Bardelli Jr. way up the track. I don't know whether there was some contact there or not, but Bardelli Jr. was way up the track. Looked like maybe some contact there with Dana Grover and Bardelli Jr. Right here is Dana Grover. Grover got a little bit loose, so Bardelli Jr. got in the back of him there. Guys in that 91 way into the wall. It looked like Williams-Thiago might have gotten caught in that as well. Williams-Thiago, some shenanigans happened there, and he's going to get smacked. Looks like Heath hangs on. A little contact for him.
Open this time.
Looks like Jair Oliveira is the leader. Dana Grover in second. It looks like Bardelli Jr. is on pit lane taking some service. He's got a pretty significant amount of damage, I think. So Jair Oliveira and Dana Grover have both stayed out here on this one. The lights, I believe, are out on the pace car. If that's an indication, though, the lights are still blinking, so we'll see what happens. So it looks like Jair Oliveira is coming down pit lane. Looks like he's coming down pit lane. That's going to give the race lead to the 89 of Dana Grover. Franco Alvarez is in second. or will be in second. It looks like Arthur Vieira may be in third. So here we go, single file. They'll do those single files. Restart.
It'll be one to go this time by.
All right, the 89, Dana Grover going to lead the field, take the green flag. Alvarez in second, Vieira third. Preston Hassel fourth, Ricky Emerson is fifth. We have decided we want to run around under caution, I guess, tonight. We had a great season last season. These first two races have been a little messy. I think the first race, Daytona, we had 6 caution flags, but the first one, that was a rejoin. And that one actually brought out a caution flag. The others were, just senseless driving stuff there. So 5 caution flag race there at Daytona. This one's a little bit more, I think. I think we're about at 6 cautions or so. This guy's single file is Dana Grover, the leader. Ricky Emerson to the outside. Back there trying to get around Preston Hassel. Preston Hassel to that inside, and Dana Grover leads the 5 and the 27 side by side. Here we go. We got that sorted out. Looks like Preston Hassel's going to hold on to that spot. But Dana Grover and Franco Alvarez now side by side for the race lead. Franco Alvarez to the outside. The 4 of Arthur Vieira are going to try to get by Dana Grover. Dana Grover on the little bit older tires. He's going to start giving up some positions, I believe. Dana Grover in that 89, that Toyota. A little bit older tires for this 89 car. And it looks like the 4 car gets by, now up to P2. Dana Grover now back to third. Take a look at Jair Oliveira and Gordon Carter in the 3X machine. Gordon in his first race out. Joined earlier this week and now racing out here with us. He's running a lot of caution flag laps, looks like. 17 gets by. Willis in the 53 car. Gets up the track a little bit. Jim Willis trying to hang on to this thing. Oh, to the inside. Jim Willis smacking that inside wall. That thing got away from him. And a hard lick there for Jim Willis. Ricky Emerson and Dana Grover here battling it out. Dana Grover to the inside. Couple Toyotas battling it out as Ricky Emerson working this outside line. He gets by Dana Grover. Grover now has Tim Lansbury to deal with. Looks like Craig Marizon in this mix as well. That 60 car and the 82 side by side. Good battle here as the 60 car gets by the 82. Williams Thiago in this 87 car and the 24. Sean Jacobs battling it out. Look at this mess of cars. This is a wad of cars right now. It's this 87 car to the bottom line. It looks like the 12 car also in this mix. Like Jim Willis has retired his machine. Pretty significant damage for him, and he's had enough, I think. Todd Robillard getting by Dana Grover. Robillard on the high side. Dana Grover down on that bottom side. That Trax VR sponsored machine. A little bit older tires, and he's going to give up some positions here as Todd Robillard gets by. Bardelli Jr. trying to get by as well. Twelve of John Stanley and the 82 of Tim Lansbury battling it out. we go, 3 wide situation. It looks like Williams. Tiago made it 3 wide, and we got a yellow flag coming up. Right there. See those guys coming around. Why they go 3 wide, I have no idea. Take a look and see what happened here. See right there, Williams Tiago getting in. This actually started a little bit earlier than I believe. Right here, it started a little bit earlier. Watch this 87 car. He ends up going 3 wide, I believe. Down here, down the backstretch, and then you see the 12 and the 82 side by side. And watch this 87 car. He goes effectively 3 wide right there, and that is a mess. And a little bit of contact there with the 82. 87 kind of diving in, and then more contact there. He and the 82, and then the 82 bounces off and gets into the 87. Not taking 3 wide as that 87 car coming around. Take that back. Sorry, I return on my microphone. I've been using foul language. These guys have forgotten how to drive here. A little bit of a messy race, and we tried to do this single file. It's kind of cleaned things up somewhat, but wow. I tell you what, I don't know. Situation's a little bit, dicey. I think with these guys going 3 wide and so forth. Hopefully we'll be green to the finish. But thanks so much for joining us. Peace to everybody out there. Please hit that thumbs up button. We've been riding around under caution here, so we've had to do some filler and maybe have some guest speakers come in or something. We've got some guys on pit lane, it looks like. Look at our pit stops.
Pit road will be open this time.
Well, Alvarez has got the car where he wants it, and that is up front. Valdo Spindola shown in the 2nd position. Bardelli Jr. technically shown 3rd. On pit lane. Right, it's 83, man. He's leading a lot of laps up front, and that's where he wants to be, I'm sure. Givaldo got that car in the second position. Artivieta is third. John Stanley fourth. Craig Marizon is fifth. Sifner, Emerson, Oliveira, Hassel, and Brown rounding out the top 10.
It'll be one to go this time, bud.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, here we go. Back to green. Alvarez is up front. Spindola in that second position, that 68 car. I tell you what, man, Givaldo Spindola wins this race. I'm going to be ecstatic. Love that, seeing that 68 car in victory lane. That's my homeboy right there. Oh, and he's getting up track there. He saw I was talking about him. Open the door for the 4 car. Open the door for the 4, but that 4 lets him have it. 4 car lets him have it. Givaldo gets into that safer barrier. Way up the track. Givaldo maybe on a little bit older tires, trying to hold on to this thing. He wants that good finish. John Stanley in the 12 car now challenging him on the inside line. Good battle here. This is for the 3rd position. John Stanley in that 12. On the inside to 60. Craig Marizon trying to get through. You know Givaldo's got some damage in that machine. Oh, there's more contact there. Givaldo got a little bit of damage on that 68 car, and he is driving the wheels off of it right now, but I'd say maybe just simmer down here. Oh, you got cars boogered up a little bit. 5 and the 60. Trying to get by that 68 car. 68 holding his own. He's now closes the door there on the 5, and the 60 gets by. Craig Marizon gets by. Look at that, Jair Oliveira. 5 car also up in this mix. Jair in the 17 car NASCAR BR sponsor machine trying to get by Givaldo Spindola, and he does. JJ now up to the 5th position. But out of the back of his car, you see Givaldo and the 5 of Ricky Emerson. Alvarez and Vieira battling it out for the race lead. Alvarez got it. Vieira wants it. Look at this, the 91 and the 24. Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Sean Jacobs. A couple Camaros here battling it out. Close it out. Oh man, these guys are in a traffic jam too. You know, they're on fresher tires and they got to try to weave their way through traffic. 91 to the high side. Nowhere to go up there, man. You're just going to have to follow the car in front. This is getting messy. Preston Hassel getting by. Look at this, down to the back of Preston Hassel's machine. See Lucas Sifner down to the bottom line. Claudio Bardelli Jr. goes up to the high side. That is a mess right there. Good clean racing right now, though. Everybody's sort of behaving themselves, but this is a mess. Oh, Brown going down to the bottom side. A little bit of a shove there on the 21 car. That 77 car. He's down behind the 68. Lucas Hiffer looking out of the back of his machine at Paul Brown in that 77. This is getting dicey right there. He's driving the wheels off of him, man, forgetting where that wall's at. This guy's still battling it out up front. Man, tell you what, this is getting aggressive here. Lap 108. We're going to keep her green. Look back here at 5 and the 17 side by side. Guy elevated in the 17 car, the 5 of Ricky Emerson. He is battling him on the inside line. JJ up on the outside line. Might be a little bit different tire strategy here with these guys. 27, Preston Hassel. He's in this mix now, closing in on these guys. Side-by-side racing lets these guys go or catch up. They're single file. Bardelli Jr. in this mix. Great little battle here. Guys still battling it up. 5 down to the inside, gets by. Bardelli Jr. really threw that car into the turn. '91 and the 21 trying to get through here. Franco Alvarez and Arthur Vieta still battling it. It looks like Alvarez has gotten ahead. Gotten some distance. Just about 11 laps to go. 4 cars out of the race, it looks like, tonight. Franco Alvarez is the leader. Arthur Vieta is in second. Looks like actually 6 cars out of the race, 18 cars still here. Preston Hassel trying to get around JJ here late in this race. Preston Hassel in the 27, AMD sponsored Ford Mustang. Got a little help with Claudio Bardelli Jr. behind him. JJ up on the high side. 21, Lucas Simpfer in this mix too. This guy's still battling. Look at that, the 27 gets by the 17. Now the 91 trying to slip through. Get out of the back of Preston Hassel's machine. Here on lap 112. Bardelli Jr. playing a little protect on the inside. Oh, he touches that apron, scrubs off a little speed. Greg Marizon and John Stanley battling for the 3rd position. Marizon to the inside. John Stanley up on the outside line. Looks like Marizon's going to take over P3. It's still side by side. Looks like Marizon gets that spot. And that's a good way to race right there. Those guys just exemplified exactly the way you do that. John Stanley held his line. He knew the 60 car was down below him, and he let him go. He didn't try to overdrive it. He let him go. You're going to fight him back. If you got a faster car, you're going to be able to pass that 60. That's the way it works. Those guys right there showing just exactly how you race each other at a track like this. Lucas Simpfer, the 21 car, up on the high line. JJ down on the bottom line. This 21 try to get by that 17. Lucas Simpfer having a pretty solid night here. Oh, there's contact right there. The 17 and the 21 get into one another. And the 24, Sean Jacobs, he's going to try to slip through. Sean Jacobs was right there, and he's now side by side with the 17 car. The 77 in this mix. The 24 down to the inside. He gets by that 17. 17 trying to pinch down on that 27 car. Not able to do it. Or excuse me, the 77 gets by. That got dicey. See this a little bit earlier. Right there, that's contact between the 17 and the 21, and the 24 slips through. Franco Alvarez is where he wants to be, away from all this mess, and he's got a pretty decent sized lead, about a 1.7 second lead. over our second place car, Arthur Vieta. Craig Marazon is in third. John Stanley in P4. Ricky Emerson is in fifth. Holy smokes, man. Guys sort of figuring it out now, aren't they? They say, hey, we want to race it to the end. Franco Alvarez. He's kept that car up front all night, and he is now starting to walk away from Arthur Vieta. Here on lap 117. The 83, Franco Alvarez now opening up that gap. Take a look at Tim Lansbury here in this 82. He is running in the 13th position here as we close out these laps. Just about 3 to go, about 2.5 laps to go. The Franco Alvarez continuing to lead here. 2.5 second gap. Vieta is in second. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 2 to go. Franco Alvarez in the 83 car. Gordon Carter in his first race out, getting by Givaldo Spindola right there. Good battle there as Gordon Carter makes a pass. This has for the 15th position. Preston Hassel also trying to make a pass here on Ricky Emerson. How about that? So we're on our last lap, but these guys trying to gain some spots. Franco Alvarez is on his way to a race victory here in this number 83 Tire Pros sponsor Camaro. Franco Alvarez coming off the final turn here at Gateway. And is going to get the win and take this trophy here at Gateway Raceway. So congratulations to Franco Alvarez. Jair Oliveira finishes in the second position. So great job to Franco on getting the race win. The guys finished under green, huh? Maybe a little pep talk did that. Maybe a little pep talk might have helped out. I don't know. Guys finally figured out how to race toward the end of the race here, but we had way too many laps under laps under caution tonight. Need to get in the channel there and have a little chat. So congratulations to that 83 car. We'll take a look at the final results here. Franco Alvarez finishes in the first position. Arthur Vieta second. Craig Marazon gets a third place finish. John Stanley fourth. Preston Hassel finishes in fifth. Ricky Emerson is in the sixth position. Lucas Hempher finishes seventh. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finishes in eighth. Sean Jacobs finishes in that ninth position. Paul Brown finishes in 10th. Finishing in the 11th position is Jair Oliveira. Dana Grover battles back for a 12th place finish. Finishing 13th is 82 of Tim Lansbury. Jesus Iglesias finishes in the 14th position. Gordon Carter in his first race out. How about a good top 15 there for him? Givaldo Spindola finishes in the 16th position. Todd Robillard 17th. Dennis Udichin finishes in the 18th. Williams Thiago finishes 19th. Chip Willis is finished in the 20th position. Finishing 21st is Paulo Chachalowski. Tiago Gomez 22nd. Gavin Jones 23rd. And Alyssa Pelletier finishes in the 24th position. Congratulations to Franco Alvarez here at Gateway, getting a big win. Well, up front where he needed to be, these guys finally figured it out. Said, hey, we want to race some green flag laps. And that was a pretty good racing there at the end. See if we can't get Franco Alvarez up in the booth with us. It's about a little chat. All right, we're joined up here with by Franco Alvarez, and a big win here for the 83 car, up front when you needed to be. Congratulations. Franco Alvarez. How you doing, buddy? Not hearing Franco, I don't think. Hang on one second. All right, let's try that again. Franco Alvarez, congratulations to you tonight. Tough race here with the number of caution flags we had, but you had the car up front when you needed to be, and congratulations to you.
Thank you, Heath. Thank you for all the guys watching. My tire pearl Chevy Camaro was a rocket today. I managed to don't burn out the tires and the fuel, and just keep the car in front of everybody when it needed.
Well, it looked like at times the racing was really pretty good, especially up front. It looks like, I think, a lot of guys sort of the middle of the pack or back in the pack were racing a little bit too hard on cold tires. You know, what's your assessment on some of those caution flags?
Well, I didn't expect that many cautions. I expected a really clean race. The green flag stints were really, really fun. We have some great racing in front, and I don't understand why people is so aggressive on the restarts. Like, this race was almost 2 hours, so you don't need to push that hard at the beginning of the stints, you know. It was fun, good racing, and another win on the books.
Yeah, another win for the 83 crew, and you know, we got some great racing later this season too. Next week we got Richmond Raceway, a little short track, 125 laps there. How do you feel about Richmond Raceway? I think we got some good side-by-side racing at that short track.
Well, I love short track racing. I honestly really love the Worldwide Technology Raceway. I don't really like Richmond, but I hope the racing there will be something similar to today, you know, with less cautions of it.
Well, we got 2 cookie-cutter mile-and-a-half tracks after that, Las Vegas Motor Speedway on September the 19th, and then we have the Steve Freeze Memorial 250, a very special race for us here at High Octane Racing League, and this year it's going to be at Charlotte Motor Speedway. That's a bumpy track, but a lot of fun, I think. How do you feel about those mile-and-a-halves coming up, in just a few weeks?
I love the racing of the mile and a half. Like, I love the side-by-side action, some drafting, and the race at Charlotte. I am really looking forward to it because it's gonna be a really long race. You know, 167 laps at Charlotte is gonna be plus 2 hours of racing. So there we are gonna need to be really patient. We are gonna analyze the strategy a lot and just prepare. You know, I am here to battle for the championship. And a win really helps me in that.
Well, congratulations. Great job here tonight at Gateway, and enjoy this one. We'll see you next week at that short track at Richmond.
Thank you for the good job, Heath. See you later next week, guys.
All right, that's Franco Alvarez joining us up here in the booth. Man, enjoying that win. And say he's got some aspirations for a championship here in High Octane Racing League Bushwacker Series, joining a very elite club in getting those championships in this series. It's a very difficult task. It really is. So wish him the best of luck in that endeavor. Well, we got some more racing headed your way this weekend. Tomorrow we'll be at Texas Motor Speedway in the King of the Ovals Series. And I'll tell you, that's going to be a great one. This will be stock cars at Texas, and then the week following this week will be at Texas in the Indy cars. So I'm going to broadcast that live. It'll start at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. King of the Ovals at Texas Motor Speedway in the stock cars tomorrow night. And then on Sunday, we will be at Circuit of the Americas in the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. 45-minute race to kick off that season. And Circuit of the Americas, very challenging track. And these GT3 cars, we're going to get out here and get after it. That's coming up at 2:30 p.m. on the August 28th. 45-minute race there. I'll tell you what, man, that was a little bit of a difficult race here, that's for sure. Tonight's race brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. Thanks so much for joining us here. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, or how about an online store or your WordPress website hosted, you can give EliteHostingUSA.com a look. They will provide you with a server in your local area, no matter where you are in the world. Again, thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there. Thanks to all those folks who come out and subscribe and have stuck it out here tonight. Man, these guys finally figured it out. Took a little pep talk there at the end, but they finally figured out that they did not want to ride around under caution. And we had a pretty decent finish to the race. So hopefully we learned some lessons here tonight and not to be repeating some of the mistakes that we had tonight. Well, that's going to do it for me. I'd like to say good night, and I am out of here.